And welcome to the fifth game of this morning. This is Mark Powell joining in with Mark Palmieri, bringing you Miami of Ohio versus Drexel as we see the kickoff to Drexel here, moving left to right, bringing the ball around the center. There's a quick step right up the middle. He's going to bring that back up to about the 10-meter line as Drexel resets, moves off to the left-hand side. Looking for that opening on the wing. He might have got a step there and looks like he's going to be tackled into touch. Mark, what do you think about this game we're going to have here?
Well, the previous games have been very entertaining. I'm looking for a good match here. We've seen a lot of scoring in these first four matches. So let's see what happens here right now.
And Miami of Ohio looks like they're going to have a line out here just shy of the midfield line as the AR gives them a bit of instruction. Ball's in, good clean line out to Miami as they bring the ball off to the left-hand side, looking for that opening on the wing. Can't quite get there as the defense closes in. Quick offload to keep the ball in play as Miami looks to reset. Drexel driving them backwards. There's the clearing kick just to get out of a bit of danger there. That ball's going to take a Drexel bounce, and he's looking for a hole around the wing. And he may have found it. He beats the winger, and he's going to be free and clear down the side. One man left to beat. If number 9 can catch him, he's going to be brought down. Oh, and he comes right into the corner as Drexel takes the first score of the match. I believe that was Thomas Steele, number 7, the winger out of Greenwich, Connecticut.
Quick change of events right there, Mark.
Looked like he was going to be caught just shy of the try line, but he makes it across as Drexel lines up. They'll look to kick the conversion here. And it looks like he just clears the bar. The score's good, so Drexel puts another 2 on the board to go up by a score of 7-0. Mark, what do you think of that run? Good speed around the corner, eh?
Very much so. Showed more speed than I thought he had.
It did look like he was going to be caught, and then he just squeaked around the corner and took it all the way in as Drexel kicks the restart. Hit Miami of Ohio. Fields the ball, but hit quickly back at near their own 22. They're going to reset and look to come around the right-hand side. They've got a bit of space along the right-hand wing. He likes to bring it back to the inside, forward between the lines here as Drexel resets and brings it back off to the left. Quick steps one, looking for the offload to the outside. He's found the winger, but the defense closes. Number 11, Jack Belisario will number 11 being Tom Ryan. So the ball comes back to the right-hand side, and that Drexel defense just closing quickly, giving Miami of Ohio nowhere to go, driving them backwards on the pitch. Looking for the offload. He might have the winger there, and he does. And the winger takes it around the side. He's got the opening. And number 7, that is Devin Brown, the senior out of Middleborough Heights, Ohio. He'll take that one all the way in, dot it down beneath the post.
Nice work, Brett. Let's go.
Mark, that Devin Brown, he's a big boy. He's got some speed.
6'1", 205 pounds. That's the size. Once you get him going, there's just not going to be any stopping him once he gets his momentum built up. And Devin takes that one in, puts 5 on the board. Should be a chip shot for a conversion kick. It is right up the middle as Miami of Ohio knots this one up 7-7. The lads making their way back to midfield as Miami of Ohio looks to restart. About 4.5 minutes into this first half, 2.5 minutes to play. Good high playable kick for Miami. Fielded by Drexel though, no defensive play on it. But the ball takes a bit of a wonky bounce there. You never know where a rugby ball is going to go once it hits the ground. And so Drexel now finding themselves pinned back near their own 22 as they look to reset and put something together. Quick step back to the inside. And now Drexel looking to see if they can find an opening on that wing. Miami's going to close it down, force Drexel back to the center. He steps one, he steps two. He's going to outrun, did not quite outrun the third defender, but the offload, the support runner is there. Beautiful line by Drexel's support runner, and he'll line break and take that one all the way in. That is number 9, Max McCoy, scrum half out of Manahawkin, New Jersey. The sophomore showing some speed and some good line running right there to break through for the try.
It's a nice ball movement there by Drexel. They were pinned back in their own end, took it all the way down the pitch.
Drexel truly did look like they were going to be pinned deep, but a great line break up the middle and a superb support run there by Drexel for the offload. Springs them. They take that one in as the conversion kick is good. And so with just under 3 minutes left in the first half here, we've got Drexel up by a score of 14-7. Good high playable kick by Drexel, and they do. No, that ball doesn't make it the required 10 meters, so just a quick restart on the behalf of Miami here. They'll get a quick tap from the midfield line to restart. It's a bit of a lucky break by Miami as it looked like Drexel might be about to steal that kickoff, and Miami now takes it around the left-hand side. Winger forced back in. He's going to be hit by 2 Drexel players, brought down just inside the 10. Miami will reset. Off to the right-hand side is Brett Hogan. He's looking for the winger. Nowhere to go. And looking for a ref signal here. Mark, did you catch the infraction there?
I didn't catch the infraction. I thought it was a knock.
I believe it's halftime. With everyone walking off the field. So it was not an infraction. That actually is halftime, and so the lads are leaving the pitch, and we'll go into halftime here with the score: Drexel 14, Miami of Ohio 7.
Hello.
Yeah, Mark Palmieri back for the second half of this Drexel versus Miami of Ohio game. About 30 minutes into the second half here, Drexel starting off with a 14-7 lead. Miami of Ohio with the line out. The throw is long, and a Drexel player gets a boot on it. It's going to drive Miami back almost to their own try line as they try to break free. Oh, but he takes a good sidestep, and he's going to make the line break. That's going to get him out beyond the 22-meter line as Miami dodges a bullet there. Looked like they were about to be pinned on their own try line, and that may be a knock-on right there. Mark, this is a dangerous place to be turning the ball over.
Most definitely. It was a nice move by the Miami player. Then they wasted the opportunity. I hope the second half is going to be as entertaining as the first half.
First half, an absolute banger of a match with Drexel just eking ahead there near the end of the first half to go up 14-7. The current score, and Drexel now with the scrum look to be about Miami's 22-meter line. And the ref sees something he doesn't like there in the scrum, and so Drexel will get a quick restart. And they're looking for that left-hand side as number 8 takes a bit of a step, but he's caught, gets back up, gets the offload, and Drexel looking to drive it in from just beyond 5 meters out, but a pass intercepted by Miami of Ohio, and he's got some speed. There's nothing in front of him but grass at this point as Miami of Ohio, number 11, Tom Ryan, the winger, he's going to take that one all the way coast to coast for the try. Miami with 5 more on the board.
What a change of events on that possession there.
Really looked to be all Drexel there, just meters out from the try line, having pinned Miami deep in their own territory. Drexel looked like they were about to put another 4 on the board, but you never know what's going to happen in sevens as the pass interception and Miami of Ohio takes it coast to coast, scores the try. The conversion is good, and that's going to put them up by us. That's going to bring the score back to a tie game, 14-all. Miami with the restart. High kick, going to be too deep to be playable for the defense, but the Drexel lets the ball bounce, goes to ground. It takes a Miami bounce, so Drexel starting deep in their own territory now. Looking to get back out of the red zone, out beyond that 22-meter line. Drexel resets. There's the clearing kick just to get out of danger, and it's going to take a excellent bounce if in Drexel's favor. Not so good if you're a Miami player. So Miami now beyond their own 10-meter line, starting deep in their own territory. But there's that line break in the step again. And Miami, number 15, Joe McBride is going to take that one all the way in. So back-to-back line breaks all the way in for a score for Miami as they're now going to go up in this match. 19-14.
What a change of events there. You got some sloppy tackling going on there by Drexel.
A missed tackle in Miami showing the speed that allows them to take advantage of any mistake Drexel makes. That's two small mistakes, and Miami pounces on them and goes up 19-14. Conversion is up and through the middle, 21-14 Miami with just under 3 minutes left to play. The lads will retake midfield as we get a good look at the conversion replay there. And here comes the kickoff. Good high kick. Again, a bit deep to be playable for the defense. This time fielded clean by Drexel as they're going to look to bring the ball up the middle here. Looking for that line break. There's a good offload. They've got a little bit of space on the corner if they're able to capitalize on it. Good job by Miami to close down the opening there, but Drexel looking to show some speed as number 8 looks to take the corner. Can't quite get there. Miami up 21-14 now, under 2 minutes left to play as Miami takes possession in Drexel's half of the field. Tap, the reset. Miami will
big
bring
penalty
it off
right there, Mark.
to the right. Big penalty. Giving Miami again the possession on Drexel's half of the field. Up by 7. Bit of a scuffle for the ball, and it looks like Drexel sided for hands in the ruck. Miami restarts at midfield. Looking to come off to the right hand, or to the left hand side here is Drexel. And we may have almost had a hands in the ruck. Ref tells them to leave the ball alone. They let go quickly. The ref allows play to continue. Miami now rumbling forward, pushing up against Drexel's 22. Miami now again looking for the line break. Can't quite get there. Support line wasn't quite there when he looked to offload. And Drexel showing some strong defense, slowly inching Miami backwards, but Mark, we've seen how Miami can just score in a heartbeat here as number 4 comes off to number 11, Tom Ryan. He'll look to go around. Drexel defense closes. Number 9 looking to take it up the middle.
Trying to hang on here, Mark.
Trying to hang on. Looked like we might have had a forward pass, but the ref says play on, and there is another hands in the ruck called against Drexel. That's going to give Miami an opportunity to reset.
That might be the nail in the coffin right there.
It very well may be. Looks like we've lost our online game clock, but I believe that time has expired there as Miami does kick the ball into touch. That'll end the match. Your final score, Miami of Ohio 21, Drexel 14.
And we're back here for more rugby action here in Maryland. It's Miami taking on Colorado Mesa. I'm Kelson Figaro, joined by Mark Palmieri. And Mark, excellent conditions, great rugby as Miami gets us going in the white kits.
Yeah, the feeling is going to be a good one, Kelson.
Miami in possession. Shifting the ball out wide just on the halfway mark. Weaving his way through the spaces. High pass but taken well eventually. Shrugged off one but eventually tackled by the Mesa, the Colorado player. Miami in control, in possession, just on the halfway mark. Skipping past one, trying to brush off another, but there's a block wall in defense. That's Colorado that just stopping and thwarting the Miami attack. But Miami is being very patient, just holding on to everything here, holding on to the ball, holding on for dear life as they push their way through. Colorado tried to pinch this one and the breakdown as Miami do very well to keep the ball. Blitz defense is coming up there by Colorado, and Miami just weathers the storm. Just about 5 meters into Colorado's territory. They're being pushed back in the possession. Colorado is defending ferociously here as you see heavy tackles coming in by Colorado. Miami back on their 10-meter line, but streaking through, weaving through, popping the pass over his shoulder. There was Tom Ryan. The ball is bubbling close to touch, taken in by Andrew Joseph, and the touch judge just puts a hand up. Great work by Colorado to push this Miami attack, and now they have possession with a line out.
Miami had some good possession there, couldn't take advantage of it though.
Colorado Mesa with the throw into this one. They're gonna try first time to attack in this one. About 2 minutes gone so far in this game. Front of the line out play. Throws a dummy, loses space if he can use it. And they're up to the goal on the far side. Big left foot step, skips out of one tackle, tries to spin out of the other. Colorado still with possession a bit shakily as the referee says losing the feet in the contact was Miami. Colorado gets to slow it down, shifts to this Norton, push the ball out wide, looking for the playmaker as the ball seems to be bobbling on the floor, unable to stay in the hands, but Colorado maintain possession. Picks off the back, leans forward, a bit short, and Colorado stretching closer to the line, ever so close as the ball switches out, looking for the room, stops, goes, pops under one, bumps into the big tackle there of Devon Brown, and the referee says Brown's tackle is a bit too high as he taps it quickly. Colorado's number 9 tries to go on his own as he pops the ball up, looking for the space, still a bit short. The referee pings them again. Miami is pinged for not rolling away in the tackle. Big bump, big shove by the big man. Will get a number and a name to that soon, but Colorado gets themselves back on the scorecard, and lead this one 5-0 with the kick to come.
We usually do
the number on that one, but Colorado leads 5-0 over Miami, and that's all that matters for the team in black. That was clinical by Colorado, not having much possession so far in this game, but they lead 5-0 after absorbing a ferocious Miami attack. Kick comes in, wobbles on the floor, taken by Colorado. Big backdoor pass, spin out of contact. Colorado with the ball, cheeky backdoor pass. Colorado is doing all the fancy work there, enough for the highlight reels as a wrap around the outside there. Is Simon Cespedes as he moves in at the scrum half roll. Colorado wrapping the ball, looking to use the width if they can. One more pass, stops, stutters, and goes over for the try. Colorado extend the lead thanks to tall number 13, I believe, Bergen Roth. gets the other try in for Colorado.
These last couple minutes, Colorado's taken over.
Oh, the cheeky stop and start worked well for Colorado to get around defender. As Norton is unable to convert that one, so the score remains 10 points to nil. Colorado over Miami. 10-point lead with about a minute and a half left in this first half. Colorado just switched it on, just turned up the heat on Miami. And the heat was a bit too much so far. A minute left in this one. Colorado is 10 points to nil. Miami can still get back in this one. This game could be a tale of two halves as Colorado gets us back going. High kick taken well out the air by Clancy. Miami State taking up the line there. Hogan is tackled just close to the touchline as Miami shift the ball out wide, trying to maintain possession. Stop, jink, and a go, but he's wrapped up in the tackle as Miami hold possession, trying to get around the outside. Big hit on Andrew Joseph as he coughs up the ball, but the referee says knocked on in the contact. As a bit of tempers flare by Colorado and Miami teams, but Colorado hold the lead 10 points to nil with under 30 seconds left in this one. Miami, Ohio has the ball in possession right now, shifting the ball, maintain it comfortably, trying to pinch this Colorado Mesa defense before the half, weaving, jinking his way around, and he's going to streak him before the halftime score. It's Tom Ryan from Loveland, Ohio. He's going to get the last say of the first half, and Miami, Ohio gets them on the scorecard with a kick to come. Can he close the lead down to 3 points before the halftime whistle?
That's a big try right there. Puts Miami back in the ball game.
Tom Ryan from just about 50 yards out gets it in for Miami, Ohio, as the conversion by Bart Glancy. It's rudimentary stuff for him. 10 points to 7. And the clock's in the red. So that seems to be halftime here in Maryland as we go into the break. Colorado Mesa leads Miami, Ohio 10 points to 7. And we're back here for men's quarterfinal action in the Division II competition here in Maryland. It's Colorado Mesa in the black versus Miami, Ohio in the white. Colorado leads 10 points to 7, but that will change shortly as Colorado Mesa off the kickoff thanks to Parker Norton gets the go-ahead try in the second half to extend the lead, 15 points to 7 over Miami, Ohio with the kick to come.
That didn't take long to put points on the board.
Just sharper off the break was Colorado Mesa on that one. And Norton strolls over for a try as the conversion is missed.
We got
15 points to 7, straight off the kickoff, just a matter of seconds gone. And this one, as Martinez set to get us back on the way. Taken well in the air, there was Kofa. Miami, Ohio in possession. Just shift the ball to the wing. They have some room, but there's defense waiting for them on the 10-meter mark. Kept the possession well. Just being pushed back by this Colorado defense. Nice step through the middle there. Trying to gas his way through the half. He's on the halfway line. Pushing us up, pinning his back. And he's trying to go around. He's missed. And it's Gabe Kofa, the freshman, who gets it going and pulls Miami, Ohio close into this one. Take a look at this streak and run down the short side.
Just like that, Miami's back in it.
Kofa, the 6'3" winger from New Albany, Ohio, gets his team closer into this one. Important kick for Bart Glancy. Off to the left. Score remains the same. 15 points to 12. 3 in it. Lots of time in this one. Miami showing their intent by showing they're not going to lie down and be beaten. Again, everyone, a spot in the semi-final is up for grabs here. Miami trying to claw their way back into this one. Towering kick. The Colorado Mesa player took a while standing, waiting for it to drop. And they try to run out to the 22-meter area. Popped into the hands of the winger, and he's streaking down the far side. Ankle tap is successful. Great cover tackle there by the Miami player. Gets his man in the end. Colorado do deep inside the Miami, Ohio's half. Big step, trying to get his way through. And knock on there by Colorado Mesa, and that is a tackle and a half to get down on the stomach and snap the ankle and kill that play from happening.
That's a big turnover there by Colorado Mesa.
The man from Richfield, Ohio, Hayden Vaught, gets us back going with this put into the scrum. Shifts the ball to the near side. Looking for the wrap, the switch play by the try scorer. Double switch by Miami, Ohio as he pops it off the deck. Looking for the room, trying to shrug the tackle off, but the pop off the deck is working well for Miami so far. And they tried to shift it to the far side of the pitch. Trying to go around the outside there is Bart Glancy. He's taken down just inside that 10-meter mark. Miami keeping the ball in the try scorer there. Goffer tried to pop it over the top. Unsuccessful. But they get it back, and overhead pass there, and Miami is going to take the lead. Thanks to this man, Bart Glancy, but it started with a great overhead pop by Andrew Joseph to get Miami in front and in charge. As we take a look at this replay.
What a change of events in this match.
Important kick for Miami and for the try scorer Glancy. Bart Glancy from Walpool gets us over, extends the lead. 19 points to 15. Glancy gets this one going, pushes them in the lead. Just under 2 minutes left in this one, and Miami take the lead shockingly after Colorado Mesa seemed to be in charge of this one.
Still plenty of time for Colorado Mesa. Nelson.
There seems to be some sort of stoppage here. Maybe a safety reason, see everyone's coming off the pitch. Maybe some sort of natural protocol like lightning or something as we see the players walking to the side. Okay, so we seem to have a delay in the games due to weather, so we'll keep you posted as to when we get back and start back this college rugby action here in Maryland. I'm Kelson Figaro, and we'll be back shortly for more rugby action here. Stay tuned.
Your tackles, boys. You gonna go get this ball, Tom?
Okay, and we're back after rain delay of about an hour or so. We're back for more action here in the quarterfinals of the Men Cup. Here is Miami, Ohio, leading 19 points to 15 over Colorado Mesa. Miami in the white and red strips. We're in the second half action, about a minute or so, I would say. Or from the end of this one, close match spot on the semifinals at stake. I'm Kelson Figaro, joined by Mark Palmieri as we get ourselves back in for this one. As Miami, Ohio gets us back with a restart with a kick. Towering high kick deep in the 22 area, taken well by Colorado Mesa as the dummies and shows and goes, and these guys have been waiting to get themselves going. Colorado looking for that semi-final berth, and the penalty comes quickly. They take the quick tap, looking for the goal. They're behind by 4 points. They'll need this score to get themselves punch their ticket into the semi-finals. Pulled down by the shirt color there, looked a bit vicious as Colorado Mesa is charged up, coming. Big run there, expertly taken down by the Miami Ohio player. As the ball is shifting wide, the players loads of energy. And there seems to be a Miami player down, playing with a man short as they continue going. Colorado Mesa means business as they eke out yet another penalty from Miami, Ohio. Colorado Mesa looking for the dummy, and is that man again? They're streaking through, and coming from the break is that man, Jackie Martinez, snatches it in. Colorado Mesa coming back with a bit more focus, a bit more concentration. And that man from Denver, Colorado, the junior, Jackie Martinez, get the go-ahead score for Colorado Mesa.
We are having a rugby tour.
As Colorado Mesa is looking to drag their feet now as Norton getting ready for the restart. Take a look at the replay there. Quick tap. Martinez through the dummy as we go back into live action there. Miami, Ohio with possession. They're going to need to grind out this win deep inside their 22-meter area. They're going to have to run it the length of the pitch. Norton and company are trying to thwart that advance by Miami. Stop and go, looking for the space, and they're wrapping around the outside. Cover defenders coming. Miami, Ohio is going around the outside. Is that man who scored a try early in this match as Coffer, and he coughed it up to Colorado Mesa, and they're going to try to clear their lines. Send it. And we're back here for plate semi-final action here in Maryland Soccerplex. It's Miami, Ohio in the white and red strips versus Northern Iowa in the yellow and black. I'm Kelson Figaro, joined by Mark Palmieri. I'm coming to the later half of the day here. Penultimate match. Northern Iowa to get us going in this one. Short kick, unable to get it cleanly is Miami, Ohio. into the hands of Northern Iowa, and they're going to take their time, jink it through, push it to the end, and just pop and probe, kick through, looking for the space. Does a bounce go his way? Unable to gather it there. Another kick play by Northern Iowa. Strange tactic. May have been exciting if it was executed well, and they're going to take it off a 22-meter dropout. Miami, Ohio gets it back. Big flick out the back door, and flamboyant stuff by both teams. Flirting with danger, I would say, as Miami, Ohio gets the ball and trying to wrap around the outside there. That's Gabe Coffer. He scored a couple scorchers earlier today, and this will be just another one as he goes the length of the pitch, strolling in to get his team in the front in this plate semi-final.
Little sloppy play there by Northern Iowa. Not controlling the ball. Miami gets a nice bounce. They take it the length of the pitch.
The lanky 6'3" winger from New Albany, Ohio, gets over easily. He scored a couple today from long range, and he did it just again today. Played semi-final 1 today, and it's Miami, Ohio leading 5 points to 0, or 7 points to 0, sorry, over Northern Iowa.
Oh, good. They did it kind of quick, like right afterwards.
Just waiting on a match ball to get us back going. Mason Craddock with the kicking duties from Hudson, Ohio, the senior, gonna get us back going as the referee ensures everyone is behind the kicker. Crazy start to the game as Craddock sent it to the near side, almost plucked out of the air there by Bart Glancy. And we saw what he was trying to do, just didn't execute it as well as you have liked. The referee's going to bring it back to the center. There's deemed to have gone straight out off the boot as Thomas Norton comes to the center. He's going to get us back going. NFL style pass, you will say. And again, a crazy tactic by Northern Iowa with the kicking. Gifting it back, and it's that man once more. You kick it, you caught it. He is going to score. And it seems to be Coffer streaking down the near side. Steps past his defender. And there seems to be some sort of... I'm lost for words as to what just happened or what just transpired there. Maybe Mark, you can explain it.
I didn't see what happened there. I thought he had an easy try. Something must have taken place. Referee must have blown the whistle.
No problem.
Doesn't seem to be the case. There's something doesn't add up there to me, but we're confused just as same as probably some of our viewers say, as there seems to be a 22 dropout. It's right in the hands of Miami, Ohio. Unsure what's happening here, but just a comedy of errors, I would say. And Miami, Ohio go ahead even further.
Still don't know what happened there. But then it was a pretty weak dropout by Northern Iowa. And Miami of Ohio takes advantage of it.
2-score lead for Miami, Ohio here. 14 points to 0. Northern Iowa trying some unconventional stuff. As the ball doesn't go 10 off the restart, Northern Iowa will get the free kick on the center of the pitch. Quick tap by the boys in yellow. Big hop step there by Kramer before dishing it out to Weber. He's just on the 10-meter line as Norton comes in that scrum half. Gingerly comes in, puts out the fend. Eventually taken to the floor, he pops it back into the hands of Miami, Ohio, and it's that man Coffer with the ball once again. He's trying to get himself in the space. Swarmed by some yellow shirts, and it's back into a yellow hand. I see Kramer looking to get the pass to someone in space. Big push as he skips out of that tackle there. That's Oskvig, and Oskvig puts it to the boot, Chaser, does he get the bounce? It sits up nicely for him, and Osvig, he gets his try.
Very nice grub kick there by Dylan Osvig.
Rehearsed team celebration after that try. As you take a look at the bowling alley celebration there.
Nice to see the boys having some fun.
Score 14 points to 5. Miami, Ohio over Northern Iowa. Just about a minute or so left in this first half. Strange build up to this game. As you see, a couple of strange occurrences in this one so far. But Miami, Ohio leads 14 points to 5. And Northern Iowa gets us back going. Low, flat kick. Straight in the hands of Miami, Ohio. And it's run up there by Elliot Kutalin. As Miami, Ohio just breaks into the Northern Iowa half. Streaking down the short side. The chase is on. Pulled down by the shirt there as Lance Yoder is stopped just short. Seems to have knocked it on there in the pickup. In the tackle, sorry. And the referee seems to call it quits for the first half. Miami, Ohio in front. 14 points to 5. Over Northern Iowa, and we'll be back for more second half action shortly. And we're back here for men's plate semi-final action as Miami, Ohio takes on Northern Iowa as Craddock gets us back on there with a kick into the hands of the big man. That's Jackson Weber, but stolen there by Miami, Ohio as Coffer, the try scorer, coughs the ball up, but taken well. I won't say well, but knocked on at the pickup there. As I see Miami, Ohio, that's Garrett Green tried to pick it up off the floor, unable to get it, and it's going to be a scrum to Northern Iowa. Miami, Ohio, 14 to 5 over Northern Iowa in this men's plate semi-final action in Division 2 rugby action. Oh, strange penalty given away by Miami, Ohio. Northern Iowa will get the opportunity to get this one going. I will see Lindemann going to look for touch, going to try to get some yardage. Great kick just onto the 22-meter mark, and they'll now need an excellent set piece to get themselves back on the scorecard. As we see Northern Iowa gets this back going with the line-out set piece. Pushing their way through. Sets up the maul. Trying to get themselves going. Going sideways at the moment. Northern Iowa just running out of room going forward. So he's going to change direction and drive his way through. That's Jackson Weber pushing himself forward. Looking for the space out wide if they could use it. Steps one. That's Ian Kraske trying to get around the outside. His number 14 is going to get it. That's Dylan Oskvig. He's going to get his second of the match.
So University of Northern Iowa back into this now. They're making a match out of it. Plenty of time left.
Score 14 points to 10 with the kick to come. Hard angle, but great strike. Just hitting the post, so the score remains 14 points to 10. Miami, Iowa still in front, but only slightly. 4 minutes left in this one. And it seems as though Northern Iowa has woken up. And thanks to the double From that man is number 14, Dylan Oskvig. As Northern Iowa sends it back, going deep kick, taken well there by Jack Kendall. Pops it off, and Miami, Iowa has space to burn if he can use it. Tries to bump off the tackle, taken to the floor, gets it back as the ball spills out of contact. Northern Iowa gets it. Thomas Norton at scrum half shifts the ball all right to Lindemann, and Lindemann boots this one deep down into Miami, Iowa's half of the pitch, and they're going to try to run this one out themselves. Shifts it to the corner, uses the boot. Will he get the bounce? Will it sit up right? But it sits up for the defense instead as a try scorer for Northern Iowa who gets it going. Big hitch kick there coming by Beaumont. And Northern Iowa try to get themselves back into this one, trying to take the lead. About just under 3 minutes left in this one. Looking for the big man. Knocked on in the contact. Miami, Iowa on the attack. Support out wide if he can get it. Coffer was free. Penalty signaled by the referee as Miami, Iowa take it quickly. Quick tap. 9 on 9. Can he get over there? No. Northern Iowa 9 is a bit quicker. As we see, the turnover is effected. Northern Iowa tried to take it quickly. The referee is not pleased with where it was taken, so he'll bring it back. As Lindemann is over the ball, he's going to tap it. Give it to big number 23, Robert Asplund. And he's going to throw a backdoor pass off the deck and back to him again as he shows a dummy. Ball doesn't go to hand. As you can see there, Jackson Weber was smashed in the contact. Ian Kresk sends the boot. Wasn't being as effective as it should. And the ball just fumbled out of Garrett Green's hand. Comedy errors back and forth between the both teams, and the ball will be knocked on scrum to Northern Iowa.
Some sloppy action there the last minute of this half.
As we take a look at the replay, there's some silky work by the big man there, just showing some of the skills that he may have learned in training there. Didn't execute it as efficiently as he would have liked it. But Northern Iowa gets this one going with the scrum deep inside that 22. As Kresk sets us back going with the scrum, the ball shifts out. 4 points the deficit as the attempted kick is charged down once more. Miami, Iowa on their counter-attack. They're going to try a kick off their own. Will the ball sit up nicely? It sets up for Northern Iowa. They're on the counter-attack as we see him directing the play back to the big man. Northern Iowa just toying inside their 22-meter area as we see a stray boot is on the floor. A bit lazy, a bit calm, nonchalant, I would say, by Northern Iowa, as he bumps off one, tries to bump off the other as Lane McDonald is eventually taken to floor. Jackson Weber has 2 white shirts on him before he's eventually taken to the floor. Northern Iowa trying to run out from deep as the backdoor pass comes in. Trying to get the reverse pass there was Trayton Neve, and you're unable to get it. And Miami, Ohio will take this one and take the first place semi-final 14 points to 10 over Northern Iowa. State last match of the day, second place semi-final, Georgetown versus Grand Valley State. We'll be back for more rugby action shortly.
And apologies for that. I've just heard from our producers there's an additional game happening on Field 9, and we don't want you to miss out on any of this action. Today's matchup between Grand Valley State and Miami, Ohio. Miami playing in red and Grand Valley playing in the blue. And here comes Grand Valley. Miami, Ohio will be on your left side of the screen. And with Grand Valley trying to get their way over from the right, sorry. And the ball is pulled into touch. We will have a line out for Miami. And here comes Miami for the line out. And it bounces on the ground, but they manage to maintain possession. A little toss out to Miami there. And Grand Valley are sent packing by the referee. And here come Miami. Number 10, Bart Lancy. And the pick taken by number 8, Andrew Joseph. Devin Brown here. And Devin Brown with a breakaway. And 1.5 minutes in, Miami, Ohio will add 5 points to their scoreboard with a phenomenal breakaway there from Devin Brown from Middleburg Heights in Ohio. And yeah, just look at that. Weasels his way out from that tackle and touches it down in the try zone. Conversion by number 9, Mason Craddock from Hudson, Ohio. And sends it sky high between those posts for an additional 2 on the board. 5 minutes of play remaining. And Grand Valley will be looking to see exactly what can be done about that score. And here's Miami with the restart. And away they go. A nice little lift there by Grand Valley to take possession. Brought to the ground by Miami. And here comes Grand Valley looking to see what they can do on their line. Referee says otherwise. And we will have a Miami penalty. And it looks like it's going to be a scrum. And Miami will be looking to see exactly where they can send this ball out of the scrum. The scrum's fairly equally matched up from a weight distribution. And in it goes. And here comes Miami with a long pass out. And they're looking to see with the speed and the speed of these passes if they can find a breakaway point. Snatched from the ruck by number 11, Tom Ryan. And here comes Tom Ryan. And he's looking to get another 5 points. And indeed he does. 5 points goes to Miami, Ohio, courtesy of Tom Ryan from Loveland, Ohio. And again, positions it very well for that conversion. Just look at that tackle attempt there by number 10, Noah Komerski from Grand Valley. But the breakaway happens. And here's Mason Craddock from Miami. And once again, scores the 2 points with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this half. And Grand Valley are going to want to have an answer to that. And away on the restart, we are. Mason Craddock once again. And again, just missing out with the lift there, but managing to get it behind there. Number 6, Henry Whitmore for Grand Valley. And here comes Grand Valley out of the gates. Great pace on them. Number 8 to number 11, refusing to try and get a tackle, parrying them to the side as he drifts across the field. Offloaded, a kick attempt made, but the ball finds touch. And we will have a Miami line out. And Grand Valley may want to see what they can do if they can pinch this ball. And here we go. And Miami managed to remain control of the ball, and they funnel it out wide. But Grand Valley are there looking to get the tackle. The tackle's made, but the pass happened before the tackle. And once again, Miami showing that they can pass the ball and move the ball at short notice. And Miami refusing to give up possession here, trying to find that little bit of space, and down comes Tom Ryan, previous try scorer for the game. Out to number 13, Lance Yoder, picked up by 15, Joe McBride. And 15 with a long pass out to number 10, Bart Guancy. He's got support. And number 13, Lance Yoder once again. And Miami sent it out to the wing. A little dip through the center. And once again, Tom Ryan shows us exactly what he's capable of. And decides to put the ball down in the try zone. And there we go, 5 points to Miami. Widening that gap to 19. You can see here it goes out to Ryan. He decides to switch right. Grand Valley's defense isn't quite quick enough to respond, and that gives them an extra 5 points. And once again, 3-4-3. Miami, Ohio, closing out this half with 21 points to Grand Valley State's 0. We'll be right back in just a few seconds with more exciting second half action. Join us again in a few moments on NCR TV and we'll bring you that coverage. And back we come for our coverage of the second half between Grand Valley State and Miami, Ohio. Miami dominating the first half with 21 points on the board. Grand Valley yet to give a response, although defensively they have been holding their own. And Grand Valley will restart us today in the second half. 7 minutes in this men's Division II game. 7 minutes of pure, unadulterated rugby lie ahead of us. And we will get started here with Grand Valley kicking us off. The ball batted backwards by Miami, but taken by number 15 of Grand Valley straight out of the gates. They've made a mark and are gaining distance. And here comes number 11 for Grand Valley, Reinhard Stipp from Pretoria, Michigan. And he gets them on the board. And a quick conversion there. Not sure if it quite made it. I didn't quite see the flag go up. We'll double check that with the team on the ground. Until then, Grand Valley getting themselves on the board. They will be pleased with that, especially less than a minute into the second half. And they want to continue that level of aggression throughout the half. Ball bounces out of the hands of Miami and makes its way into the hands of Tom Ryan. And he's brought to ground. And Miami knocking the ball forward. We have a knock on and we will have a scrum here. And Grand Valley will take this scrum. And as they start to formulate exactly what they're going to do with the ball coming out of it, Miami, what will be on their mind is trying to make sure they win this. And there goes the scrum. In goes the ball. And Grand Valley pull it out. And back 10 go Grand Valley. And Miami will take possession. And Miami gaining speed, grinding through the defense from Grand Valley. And they'll be looking for that space. Nice long pass, but finds into touch, and we will have a Grand Valley throw-in line out here. And everyone enjoying coverage from the sidelines here in Maryland. And Grand Valley with the line out here. And it gets fumbled by Grand Valley, and Miami take full advantage of that. And the referee will reset here. Looks like we will have a scrum. Once again, we reform the scrum. And Miami will feed in here. And Grand Valley pushing back to no avail. Miami pull it out of the scrum. And here they go. A nice little kick there. Bounces along erratically into the hands of Tom Ryan. Quick little somersault, but he's on his way. Number 11, Reinhard Stipp from Grand Valley making the tackle and bringing him to ground. And they rock right over there. And Miami will take that penalty, and away they go. They're looking dangerous. Number 23, Hayden Voth passes it to Bart Glancy. To number 8, to number 7, Devin Brown, who seals the deal with a try for Miami, Ohio, making it 26-5. And you can see just this passing line here. They look around, decides he's not going to make it, but passes it out to the far side, and boom, goes straight into the try zone. Phenomenal play there from Miami. 2 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. And the gap is starting to slowly open up between these two sides. And there goes the kick. Unfortunately, it's into the wind, and it does not make the distance. But Miami will still be very pleased with that performance. And Mason Craddock will restart us here with just under 2 minutes remaining in the match. Referee reminding everyone to get behind the kicker. And lands firmly in the grasps of Grand Valley, and they do not want to let it go. Miami wrestling them to the ground. And Grand Valley will want to add another try to that score. And here they come, parries them off to the side. Here comes Grand Valley, number 3, Kairos Norman from Northville, Michigan. And he secures the try for Grand Valley State. I said they wanted 5 more points, and 5 more points they just got. Look at this breakaway here. Dashes away from the Miami defense. Number 9, Mason Craddock, tries to make up the ground, but he's too fast for them. And as you can see by the scoreline, no good on the kick there, unfortunately, but Grand Valley eager to get back underway with 40 seconds remaining. Miami managed to wrestle it in the air. And Miami looking here to see what more damage they can inflict on Grand Valley. Grand Valley holding their own on the defense, pushing them back. And a jostle for the ball on the far sideline there. And here comes Miami once again. Nice little offload there over the head of the tackler. Long pass caught in the air by Miami. And they come to the near side wing, straight between the defense there. Number 10, Bart Glancy. He's taken down, supported by Craddock. And there's Voth. And Miami will look to see exactly where they can take this. There's number 4, ball knocked forward. And that is full time between these two sides. A well-fought bout between Grand Valley State and Miami, Ohio, but in the end, Miami come out on top with 26 points to Grand Valley's 10. We'll be right back in just a few moments with additional coverage of today's games. Join us in a few and don't go anywhere.
We are having a rugby tour in Newcastle.